Next is Chapter 6.5, Managing Specialized Risk. The question is define, explain, and exemplify the business risk. Business risk refers to the wide range of risks that businesses face in their daily operations, such as strategic, operational, financial, and compliance risks. Managing this risk is very important because it helps businesses remain stable, competitive, and successful. There are several techniques to manage business risk. First, market research and analysis. Businesses must conduct proper research to identify risks and opportunities. For instance, analyzing customer trends and competitor behavior help in making better decisions. Second is financial risk management. This involves budgeting, forecasting, and debt management to reduce exposure to financial risk. Big companies often use hedging strategies to deal with currency fluctuations or interest rate changes. Third is diversification. Diversifying products, customers, or market helps reduce reliance on one single source of revenue. For example, a business may expand into new markets or target new customer groups. The fourth is strategic partnerships. Businesses can collaborate with other companies, suppliers, or distributors. This partnership helps in sharing resources, improving competitiveness, and reducing supply chain risk. The next is compliance and legal risk management. Companies must follow laws, regulations, and industry standards. Many large organizations have compliance teams to monitor changes, conduct audits, and provide training to employees.
Hello everyone, my name is Nomiza Batifari Safwan. Now I will explain about crisis management planning. Crisis management planning means preparing plans to handle emergencies. It helps the business continue when unexpected problems happen. This includes making clear communication channels. It also includes choosing a crisis response team. Regular drills are done to test the plan. So the example is a startup technology company face market competition and new technology change. To reduce this risk, the company does market research to find new opportunities. It diversifies its product and builds partnership with other business. A large retail corporation faces risk from the economy and consumer trends. To manage this, the company uses flexible pricing strategies. It invests in marketing campaigns and diversifies its product. It also does regular financial check and audits to stay stable.
Chapter 6, Crime Risk. Crime risk include fraud, vandalism, and employee dishonest. Businesses manage this through security measures like cameras, employee screening and training, cash handling rules, cybersecurity tools such as firewalls, and fraud detection systems like audits and monitoring.
So now I will explain about collaboration with law enforcement. Collaboration with law enforcement means working with the police, business joint crime prevention programs, and neighborhood watch activities. This makes the business safer and reduce crime. It helps both small business and big corporation. For example, a local store face crime risks such as theft and shoplifting. To reduce this, the owner installs security cameras. The owner hires trained and security guard. The store also uses electronic tagging to prevent theft and reduce losses.
So next, I will talk about cyber risk. Cyber risk is the chance of financial loss, business interruption, or reputational damage caused by cyber attacks. These attacks can include hacking, phishing emails, malware, ransomware, or even data breaches. Because business today depends so much on technology, cyber risk is one of the biggest threats to organizations. Part is about loss control techniques. These are steps or strategies that can be taken to minimize the impact of cyber risk. I will explain 5 main techniques. First, network security. This means protecting the company's systems using firewalls, interaction detection, and VPNs. For example, a VPN can make sure sensitive data sent over the internet is encrypted and safe from hackers. Point 2. Employee training. Employees are often the easiest target for attackers through phishing or scams. By giving them training and awareness, employees can learn how to detect suspicious emails or links and avoid becoming victim. 3. Regular software updates. System and software are not updated, attackers can take advantage of the weakness. So, updating operating system apps and firmware helps close security gaps and reduce risk. Point 4. Data backup and recovery. It is important for organizations to backup their important data regularly. It is a cyber attack or data loss. Backups allows the business to recover quickly and continue operations. And point 5 is finally multi-factor authentication of MFA. This adds an extra layer of security by requiring more than just a password. For example, logging in with password plus a one-time code or using a fingerprint. This makes it much harder for hackers to break into accounts. In conclusion, cyber risks are dangerous, but they can be controlled by applying network security, training employees, updating software, backup data, and using MFA in organization can greatly reduce the impact of cyber attacks. This is all from my part. Thank you.
Data backup and recovery. This is like having a copy of all your important files in a safe place. A company regularly saves copies of its critical information in a secure, separate location. If a cyber attack happens and all the main data is deleted or corrupted, they can simply use the backup to restore everything and get back to business quickly. This is a crucial part of a disaster recovery plan. The next one is multi-factor authentication (MFA). This is security measure that requires more than just a password to prove your identity. Instead of just knowing a secret word, you have to provide 2 or more different types of proof. For example, you might have to enter a password and a code sent to your phone, or a password and a fingerprint scan. This makes it much harder for a hacker to get into your account, even if they've stolen your password. What is international terrorism? International terrorism is the potential for financial loss or negative consequences arising from fluctuations in the value of goods or services traded between different countries.
As we have question for chapter 6, the questions that I got is define, explain and exemplify international trade risk. So the answer is international trade risk refers to the potential problems or losses businesses face when trading goods or services across borders. So for the explanation is, these risks arise due to differences in laws, currencies, culture and political environment between countries. They may affect payments, delivery, contracts or overall profitability. Common types includes, first we have commercial risk, which is important first to pay. Second, we have political risk, which is governments, restriction, war or sanctions. Third, we have exchange rate risk, which is currency value fluctuations. Fourth, we have transport logistic risk, which is damage, loss or delay of goods. So for the example is a Malaysian exporter sells palm oil to Europe. If the euro weakens against the ringgit, the exporter receives less value, which is exchange rate risk. If new EU trade regulation bans certain imports, sales may stop, which is political risk. If goods are damaged during shipping, losses occur, which is transport risk.